words Han Bong-jin, my ex-coach, has said. The 8th World Cup held in 1966 in Britain, the Korean team defeated the Italian team. The whole world sent congratulations to the Korean players. The Korean soccer legend of 40 years ago is still vivid in the memory of the people. The Korean U-20 women's soccer team arrived in Moscow, Russia on August 13, 2006. The team coach Seo-Gwang says, "We played the first game with a German team. It was the winner of the second U-20 Women's World Cup and looked forward to winning this game again. The German team tried to get the upper hand from the beginning based on their tall players' heading as well as breakthrough by individual player skills. But we overpowered them, controlling the central part of the ground and using the speedy pass with 2 to 3 person combination. The German team, expected by many to be the winner, was thus defeated by the successive and fierce assault of the Korean players. The score was 2-0. The Korean team showed its ability in the first match. The able Korean players also overpowered the Swiss and Mexican teams in the league matches with a score of 4-0 respectively. French team was not easy mark in the quarterfinals. They had analyzed the Korean team's previous games to examine the Koreans' tactics. The French team kept changing players as well as the game tactics. Long distance shot by the player Kim Kyung-hwa. A hit goal. The French team's counter-assault succeeded. With a score 1-1, the match grew tenser. Strong heading by the team's captain Hong Myung-gun. The Korean team won again with a score 2-1. Look at the Brazil team losing in the semi-finals. It was a decisive goal as it was scored a few minutes before the game was over, and Brazil team's hope for the gold medal was gone with wind. Han Bong-jin, the 8th World Cup player, says, "They were the thrilling scenes. They reminded me of the uproars from the British stadiums 40 years ago. I couldn't control my excitement." Successive defeats of the world's strong soccer teams and the brilliant results of the Korean players had a great impact on the world soccer circle. What's the secret of the Korean girls' success? This was what the championship participants and soccer fans wanted to know. The team coach Suk says, a man of some other team found that the Korean girls would look into a small red bag just before the match. It drew questions from the players of several countries. Labor heroine and People's athlete Kim Sung-hee, the Pyongyang City sports team, says, we visited Kumsasan Memorial Palace where President Kim Il-sung lies in state just before we left the country. We willingly put in the red bag a handful of soil before the palace. Smelling the soil in Moscow far away from home, we felt the breath of the fatherland and heard our leader Kim Jong-il's footsteps inspecting the front line. The bags were a source of great encouragement. Just before the finals, they remembered the encouraging words leader Kim Jong-il had said. The final started at 19 hours in the Moscow Lokomotiv Stadium on September the 3rd. We sang the national anthem looking up towards the sky of the fatherland. Never before had I been so touched, so strongly touched by the line, which reads, "Let us uphold this Korea forever." It seemed I understood its meaning for the first time. Korea was now in a touch-and-go situation. The Korean players considered it their responsibility to display the mettle of Korea before the world. They had to run for the World Cup against the Chinese team. They had a souvenir picture. It was a fierce game played in rain. Coach Suk says, China's team faced our team with its solid defense system. Under the situation, we broke their defense line with all attack and all defense system and long-distance pass. Around 29 minutes after the start of the game, player Jo Yun-mi scored the first goal, followed by another 2 goals in the first half, which made everybody foresee the end of the game. Slippery field couldn't dampen the Korean players. The reliable goalkeeper Jun Myung-hee. She had got bad bruise in the previous games and had rather bad condition then, but she firmly defended the goal post. Korean voters cheering their team. 7 years ago, the Korean athlete Son Gi-jung won the title of Marathon King, but no one in the stadium cheered the man from the colonial land. Today, however, it seems as if whole Korea is cheering her team in the stadium. China's team attempted to reverse the situation with Ma Xiaoyu, its best player, in the second half. Dashing like an arrow, Kim Sung-hee kicks the ball as it is bounced from the hand of the Chinese goalkeeper. Another goal. The result was obvious, but our team never slows down. 5-0. It was the rarest miracle that international soccer ever made in the finals. The whole world was shocked with the result. North Korea's soccer hits the world again after 40 years. The champion girls of Korea delighted despite the heavy rain. Legend makers who shocked the world were warmly welcomed by the whole nation back at home. Leader Kim Jong-il showed them warm care. The state awarded them with the titles of labor heroes and people's and merited athletes. Girls made a resolve to justify the great concern with better results in the future. Another legend of Sungun Korea's soccer was made in the women's soccer game in the 15th Asian Games held in Doha, capital of Qatar, in December 2006. The publication writes about the secret of their success as follows. Support to women's soccer is guaranteed by the state policy in Korea, which leads to good results in the international games. Korea makes the women's soccer a part of our life. That's it. It is the wise leadership of leader Kim Jong-il who initiated and paid deep attention to the Korean women's soccer that shocked the world. Korean women's soccer players who performed a miracle with courage given by leader Kim Jong-il are heroines of the nation and admirable daughters of Sungun Korea. Rosy future lies before the Korean women's soccer.